Good morning, everybody. All right, I'm going to do these two warm-up problems, and I have my calculator handy, so you are going to need your calculator for the two warm-up problems today. The cylindrical giant ocean tank at the New Orleans Aquarium in Boston is 24 feet deep. You need this information. And has a radius, that means that this is the height, and has a radius, this is the radius right here, 18.8 feet. Find the volume of the tank. All right, and they want you to use 3 and 1400ths as the decimal for pi, and we're rounding our answer to the nearest tenth. That's one space after the decimal. So the first thing you do here is we identified the information that was given, okay? Identify the question and then the information that you need, okay? So our formula that we're going to use is the formula for volume of a cylinder. That's pi r squared times the height. Again, your pi is 3 and 1400ths. So we got your radius is 18.8. And your height is 24. And don't forget the squared. Sorry about that. All right, so from here, all you have to do is use your calculator because you want to round this to the nearest tenth place. So you're going to say here, 3.14. Then you got times the 18.8. You're going to square it, okay, times 25. And that's going to give you 2,000. Actually 27,745, and it's 04, so it's just this. And the units here is feet, so that's going to be feet to the third power. Remember, volume is the number of cubic units in a three-dimensional solid. All right, so let's do number 2. It says a pan for baking French bread is shaped like half a cylinder, okay? As shown in the picture, this is half of a cylinder cut in half. Find the volume of the uncooked dough so that it would fill this pan. Use the approximate value for pi, again, is 3 and 1400ths, okay? So your question here, we're finding the volume of this pan or half cylinder. So what we want to do is write the formula for volume of a cylinder, again, pi r squared times the height, and then divide that by 2 because it's half of a cylinder. The information that we need, of course, is your pi. You need to know what the height is. It's turned sideways, so the height is going to be sideways. So your height is 12. You need to know the radius. The diameter, d, is equal to 3.5. So in order to figure out what the radius is, you're going to take 3.5 and divide it by 2. And that's going to give you that 1.75. All right, so our radius is equal to 1.75. So here we got V is equal to 3 and 1400ths for pi times a radius of 1.75 squared and a height times 12. You're going to divide all of that by 2. Okay? All right, so let's do it. Okay, so we got 3 and 1400ths times 1.75 squared times 12. And then we're going to take that answer and divide it by 2. I want the decimal answer for this. And we're rounding it again to the nearest tenth. That's one space behind the decimal. So that is going to be 57.7. So when you're solving And this is going to be inches to the third power. Remember, volume is how many cubic units are in a three-dimensional solid. So again, when you're solving, the first thing you're going to do when you're doing word problems is identify what the question is. After you identify what the question is, you're going to find your key facts, okay? All the information that's needed. If you need height, you need to find height. If you need radius, you need to find the radius. After which, you're going to write your formula and substitute your values in and solve for the value that is missing. Okay? Have a good day.